Hi guys, we're here at ISE 2020. I'm here with James from StarLeaf. He's going to show us what new products they've got and enhancements to the services.
Great, it's good to have you back. We're launching a few new things here at ISE 2020. So one of those things is our brand new huddle room system. So it's a more affordable, really easy to deploy room system designed specifically for huddle spaces, except that it's got the same consistent StarLeaf user experience that we all know and love on our
Same with your new touch panel at 2045.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. So this looks exactly like the 2045, except now it's got much faster processor built into it, and that's going to run all the video services that you need in your room.
So no more codec, you're just going to have a camera, microphone, they all plug into this unit?
Exactly, exactly. It all plugs in, and you've got, of course, your StarLeaf Pronto cable that I think we showcased last year as well. But yeah, user experience, it's exactly the same because we want people to have a consistent experience in small rooms, those huddle spaces, medium rooms, large rooms, all the way up to their auditoriums as well.
And when do you guys foresee the product shipping to South Africa?
We're looking for spring, in European spring, so let's say April, May kind of time.
We'll keep an eye on that.
Exactly. And we're going to hopefully showcase it. We're doing a little bit of roadshow in March as well. So.
And then from your cloud service, anything new happening there?
Yeah, so we've got one thing as well tied in with the rooms is we've got these nice new backgrounds.
Yes.
So every StarLeaf room is going to get a nice default background, and these will be customizable as well. So you'll be able to upload your own image, so you can have your company logo on the back of all of your room systems across the organization.
And then you can also see the meeting time actually now on screen,
Exactly.
which was on the previous interface, but that was the black background.
Exactly. With the
new one.
StarLeaf Leaf. This has been a very common request, and yeah, it's nice to get this finally to market. And this will be available for all the existing customers as well.
Fantastic.
So we're really excited.
So like normal, you guys will send an invitation, say, listen, you'll be upgraded to the new service. They'll know exactly what's coming.
Exactly. And there'll be a branding tab available on the portal, and there you can upload the image. We want high res, so 4K image, and then we'll put that on the background in the rooms.
Now, when some clients obviously don't have like all the features available, will the most basic accounts still have that option to actually upload?
We're planning for it to be in there. We'll have the final answer for you very soon.
Okay.
Yeah, but we are planning for that.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so that's the background there. That's really nice. We've got some kind of soft updates to the meeting service as well. So we're increasing the resolution of all of our meetings. So that's going to be going from standard HD up to full HD. And we're also going to be increasing the frame rate of our content feed as well. So at the moment, it wasn't quite fast enough for a really smooth video when you're doing content transmit. That's going to be going up to 30 frames per second, which brings us in line with more traditional legacy deployments that would have been on premise in the past.
Correct, yeah. It's going to make a big difference.
Yeah. So
especially your video playback is going to look a lot better.
Exactly. So you'll be able to have your video feed with all the participants, share your PC screen, and then you'll be able to play some videos down that PC feed, and everyone will receive it nice, clear quality.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So that's going to be a really nice update. And another thing, we've also launching a product called Multi-Join.
Yeah.
So Multi-Join is basically a great way for people to just meet with one touch for any meeting service.
So you're talking about, let's say, Zoom, Blue Jeans, any kind of service like
WebEx, Blue Jeans, Microsoft Teams if you're using one of the CVI partners, and of course Skype for Business.
Okay.
So we always had green buttons for the StarLeaf service, which we all know and love, one touch to join a meeting. But now what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to do one touch to join any third-party service as well.
Okay.
So actually,
is that when you connect your computer via the Pronto cable?
Yep. Or you can actually invite the room as well.
Okay.
Or you can even
you'll basically just use the name that's on here, ask them to invite it to that room itself, and then it will pop up.
Exactly, exactly. Or if you've been invited personally to say a Zoom meeting and you want to take that meeting into a room, you can forward it to the room address as well, and then we'll populate a green button on the touch panel.
Nice and simple.
So if I just plug in my PC here, what I've actually got is I've got a Blue Jeans meeting, a Skype meeting, a StarLeaf meeting, a Teams meeting, a WebEx meeting, and the Pronto cable has brought all of those meetings across onto the touch panel. So if you just click that green button there, Derek, then you can see here, you've got meetings that this room has been invited to, and then you've got additional meetings from the laptop, which are coming via
quite easy.
Pronto.
It says they're Pronto, and these are all the meetings.
Exactly.
Which is basically displayed here.
Exactly. So you've got your WebEx, your Skype, your Blue Jeans, your Teams. So if you just click, say, the Zoom one.
That one there.
Yep. Lots of people like using Zoom nowadays. What we can see here on the touch screen is we've just dialed the Zoom address without the user having to come in, get the keyboard out, and actually go and type in that long string. So we can see all that there, and we're now in a Zoom meeting, but we've done one touch to join.
Fantastic.
And the whole point is the users shouldn't have to think about, okay, is this a Zoom meeting, a WebEx meeting, a StarLeaf meeting? They should just get the same consistent experience no matter what meeting service they use.
Correct. I think it might look confusing for people now, but I mean the chance of having so many different meetings
yeah,
at the
of
same
course.
time won't happen. So you'll really just say pronto and a meeting. That's
Yeah,
gonna take
exactly.
place.
As
So-
part of the demo, we've got green buttons for all the services. We've got a week-long Skype meeting, a week-long WebEx meeting. So yeah, appreciate that. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So yeah, so that's multi-join, and actually we're going to be expanding that in the future. So any other services that we get requests from customers for, we're going to be allowing green buttons for those meetings as well. So really,
nice.
this is just the start of what multi-join can be in terms of joining any third-party meeting service.
I think on that, I mean, you obviously showed the Zoom meeting.
Yep.
It's important that the people need to understand that the guys on the other side need to have the right services in place.
Yes.
Because you need to dial a room system, well, HTTP or SIP connector. If they don't have it, they won't be able to join the meeting.
Correct. So we are relying on the third-party service allowing us to enter their meeting. So for example, if you're using the completely free Zoom service, then that doesn't allow external meeting systems like R1 to join the meeting. They would need what's called the room connector from Zoom.
That's right.
And that puts a little dial string into the Zoom invite, and then we can join that meeting. So as long as they've got those services added on, but some of them like WebEx nowadays, they have the H223 join in all of their invites, so it depends on the service. But yeah, that is something to be aware of.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And from a Microsoft Teams point of view?
Yep. So we've got two ways that we can interact with Teams now, actually. So this is relatively new. Last 6 months, this has been developing quite quickly. Of course, lots of people are using Teams nowadays.
Yeah.
So there's two ways. One of them is that if I just go back to the screen here, I've got my Microsoft Teams client. What we've done is we've actually doing quite a significant update to our Teams integration.
Yeah.
So that was something we launched at ISE last year, and it allowed you to have a permanent meeting inside your Teams channel. So that kind of integrates with the Teams user workflow. What we've done this year is we've got a new button right on your Teams channel that allows you to schedule a StarLeaf meeting to everyone inside that channel. So this goes beyond just having a permanent VMR to actually having a scheduled meeting, and that can be repeating at a certain time and date. So you can have, say, your marketing team, you're all in the channel together.
Yeah.
You can schedule the meeting, and then you've got your catch up, and you're going to get nice green buttons in all your systems for that every week.
And again, in a channel, whoever's invited to that channel,
Yeah.
they will automatically be populated here and send the invite
Exactly.
to the StarLeaf meeting.
Exactly. So what you can see is actually some we've made earlier in here. There's just a daily stand-up, for example.
Yes.
And if you click join meeting, what that does is it's going to launch your StarLeaf application. So what we're doing here is we're scheduling the meeting in Teams, but we're launching it in StarLeaf, because then you get fully integrated into the whole StarLeaf service with that enterprise-grade security, reliability, that quality that we know and love from the StarLeaf platform.
Absolutely.
Okay. However, there are also customers that actually just want to do their meetings inside the Teams platform. They say to us, look, we just want to do all our meetings in Teams, and maybe they've actually partnered with one of the Microsoft CVI services already. So today that's BlueJeans, Poly, and Pexip. So if you're using one of those Teams CVI services, then what we can do now is we can actually give you a green button for that Teams meeting on our StarLeaf system.
And that's using a third-party gateway.
That's using the third-party gateway. Yeah, so CVI gateway. Yeah, that's what they're calling them. So so if you actually click that green button again, then you'll notice you've got a Teams meeting there.
This one
And
here.
if you actually click on that, here's one we prepared earlier. It's a week-long Teams meeting. If we just see that diving in, then what happens is we see it's launching the BlueJeans platform there.
Switch this camera off for us.
Yep. And then it says gateway for Microsoft Teams, and you can see there, and that could be one of the other gateway providers as well. But what it means is if the customer wants to do all of their meetings in Teams, one click and you can join those meetings. So this StarLeaf system here gives you that flexibility. It can do all of your traditional H223, SIP, legacy calling, and it can give you that Teams one-touch experience as well.
So obviously to make it simple for our clients, they will be ordering this gateway service through us.
Absolutely.
It won't be any relationship with BlueJeans. Everything will come from us.
Correct.
As a StarLeaf service.
Correct. We provide it all completely integrated. You just have one manufacturer, that's StarLeaf, and we provide all the services. Yeah, of course,
I think it's a fantastic solution. I mean, at least we're getting that bridge now between Teams and your platform.
Exactly.
We still prefer actually using rather StarLeaf because it is more secure and we have more insight into what's happening.
Yeah.
Where when we go into the Microsoft world, we don't really always know what's going on, and we don't have the 24-hour support days from you guys.
Exactly. Of course, it can be a bit of a black box when you're running into external services. We can't provide that same level of support that we can give you if you stay within the StarLeaf solution. But what we see is we see a lot of customers nowadays, they want to maybe have different options, or they might have pockets. So some departments absolutely love the Teams experience and they want to do their meetings in Teams. Fine, you can have the green button there, we'll use the gateway service. Other departments love the StarLeaf experience, so maybe they're a bit more external facing, so they really need that interop in most of their calls. then the StarLeaf platform, of course, is going to be a much more suitable solution. You've got that built into it.
Fantastic. I think the last thing is the old panels that you guys have got. Obviously,
Yep.
we still have some of them in the field. The service that's being upgraded, you mentioned obviously the circular features.
Yep.
It will be 1080p, 30 frames a second for video. Those units, only the content will be upgraded to 1080p?
The content will be upgraded to 1080p 30.
30, yeah.
Yep. However, they will not be receiving the 1080p video feed. So you'll need the new panel in order to do the receive of 1080p video from
Which
our
is fine,
meeting service.
because we can upgrade those clients. It's only the panel that needs to be replaced. It's not the rest of the system.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's just the panel. The panel is actually the brains of the device. The new ones have a much more faster processor in them, and yeah, they're ready to go once you plug them in.
Fantastic.
So yeah, that's kind of what we're showcasing here at ISE 2020.
So guys, we're obviously going to look at the new Huddle room system. As soon as it's available in South Africa, we will do unboxing of the unit, see how it works in action. Is it easy to set up? And yeah, we'll keep you guys posted.
Great. Thanks very much.